Hey guys, welcome back to the Mind the Silver Fox channel. I'm KFC Dad and this is another Premier League prediction vlog, week number 6. There is no Mind the Silver Fox this week. He should be back next week. He has given me his predictions and we do have special guest Wesley Schnauzer on the show. Let's have a look at the scores from last week. Storming ahead in first place is KFC Dad with 51 points, and in second place is Wesley Schnauzer. He has 36 points, and in third place is Mind the Silver Fox with 26 points. So still in the lead and smashing it. Don't forget guys to like and subscribe to the channel. We're going to go for a 50 like target this week. We will get there one day. Remember, we're only a small channel and all your support is very helpful. Remember, if you haven't already subscribed, there's so many of you that watch the channel and haven't subscribed. Just hit that subscribe button, hit that like button and help us to grow. So let's get on with the show. Okay, so the first game of the weekend is Newcastle versus Manchester City, the 12:30 kickoff. Man City last weekend playing against Arsenal, getting a 2-2 draw, dropping their first points of this season. That's their only draw. They've won all the rest of their games. Newcastle losing to Fulham 3-1 in their last game. They've done well. They're in about 6th position in the league. Manchester City, well, like I just said, have dropped points. So what am I going to go for in this one? I'm going to go Manchester City to go back to winning ways, and I'm going to go for a 3-1 win for Man City. Mind the Silver Fox has gone for a Man City win as well. He's gone for a 2-1 win.
Welcome back to the channel. This is Wesley Schnauzer and this is week number 6 for the Premier League. I'm happy to join Mind the Silver Fox and KFC Dad on the prediction show, so don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. So first up is Newcastle United versus Manchester City. I think Manchester City dropping points last week, the first points they've dropped, and Newcastle losing to Fulham. I still think that the champions will be too strong, and I'm going to go for a 2-0 win for Manchester City. Sorry Newcastle fans.
Game number 2 is Arsenal versus my team Leicester City. We will be going down to this one and there'll be a match day vlog on this one. Yes, Arsenal, like I just mentioned, drawing with Manchester City last weekend. Manchester City dropping their first points. Leicester, in their last 5 games, they've not been battered. They've been in the games, but not quite getting there. So they've accumulated 3 points with 3 draws and 2 losses, sitting in 15th position. But Arsenal are sitting, I think, 3rd or 4th now. What is it? Yeah, they're sitting in 4th position at the moment. Yeah, it's going to be a very, very difficult game, especially after seeing Leicester scraping through on penalties against Walsall, League 2 outfit Walsall, doing very well against Leicester. I'm gonna go for I don't like doing this, but I'm gonna go for a 2-1 win for Arsenal. Now, Mind the Silver Fox has gone the opposite way. He said a 2-1 win for Leicester, with Steve Cooper performing some dark arts in this game.
Arsenal versus Leicester, the Gooners versus the Foxes. My team Leicester City not doing so well, 3 points, sitting in 15th place. Arsenal, like I just said, drew with Manchester City. I can only see one winner. It pains me to say it, but Arsenal will win 2-0. Sorry guys.
Game number 3 is the Bees versus the Irons, Brentford versus West Ham. In this one, Brentford losing their last 2 games. They did play Tottenham and they did play Man City, losing 3-1 to Tottenham and losing 2-1 to Man City. But in their last 5 games, they've won 2 and lost 3. And West Ham, they're not doing so well with their new manager Lopetegui. Only winning 1 of their last 5 games, I think, drawing 1 and losing 3. So not doing that great, and I think there's a bit of discontent from the fans, not enjoying the short reign of Lopetegui so far. So what am I going to go for on this one? I'm going to go for the first sit on the fence, a 1-1 draw. I think they'll cancel each other out, and I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Mind the Silver Fox has gone for a Brentford win, a 2-1 win for Brentford.
Brentford versus West Ham. Brentford and West Ham in similar positions. I think West Ham will get their win. I think they're going to win 2-1 against Brentford. And sorry, Brentford fans, but I think Lopetegui will not fold in this game.
Game number 4 is Chelsea versus Brighton. 2 teams doing very well at the moment. Chelsea not losing in their last 4 games, getting 3 wins and a draw. I think it's starting to click for Enzo Maresca, and he has an array of talent to choose from. So it's going to happen sooner or later, and I think he will start, doing well now. He's got a properly settled side. Whereas Brighton are doing well as well. They haven't lost in their last 5 games. Drawing 3 and winning 2. So they're doing very well as well. For me, I'm going to go, and I think Chelsea will just pip it, and I'm going to go 2-1 to Chelsea. Mind the Silver Fox has gone the opposite way. He seems to keep going the opposite way to me, and that's why he's in third place. He's gone 2-1 to Brighton.
Chelsea versus Brighton, 2 evenly matched teams. I can't really separate them at the moment. They're both doing very well. I'm going to go for a Desmond. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw.
Game number 5 is Everton versus Crystal Palace. Everton, they've supposedly had a new takeover, and that's going through at the moment. So there's some good things on the horizon for them. They're getting their first point last weekend against my team Leicester. Drawing with Leicester 1-1 last weekend and getting their first point on board. No longer at the bottom of the table. Whereas Crystal Palace, in their last 5 games, they've lost 2 and they've drawn their last 3 games and sit on 3 points. So what am I going to go for on this one? I'm going to go and sit on the fence. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw for both teams. And Mind the Silver Fox has gone Crystal Palace to win 2-1.
Everton versus Crystal Palace. 2 teams that are not doing very well. Everton in the bottom 3, sitting in 19th place, and Crystal Palace in 16th place. Crystal Palace getting 3 draws in their last 3 games, and Everton getting their first point against my Leicester City side last weekend. I'm going to go for a Palace win. I'm going to go 2-1 to the Palace.
Okay, game number 6 is Nottingham Forest versus Fulham. Now, 2 sides that are doing pretty well. I think Forest haven't lost in their last 5 games. They've won 3 and drawn 2. And Fulham, in their last games, I think they've only lost 1 game. They sit 8th and 9th in the league. Fulham winning 3-1 against Newcastle in their last game, and Forest drawing 2-2 with a good Brighton side in their last game. So what am I going to go for on this one? I think there'll be plenty of goals. I think it will be a draw, and I'm going to go for a Desmond. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. Mind the Silver Fox has gone for a Fulham win. He's gone 2-1 to Fulham.
Nottingham Forest versus Fulham, 2 evenly matched teams doing very well for themselves. Nottingham Forest not losing in any of their last 5 games and doing really, really well. I think I'm going to sit on a fence on this one. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw.
Game number 7 is Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Liverpool. Wolverhampton Wanderers sitting bottom of the league with just 1 point. I believe they got that 1 point with a draw against Nottingham Forest. Liverpool sit in second place at the moment, winning their last game 3-0 against Bournemouth, and their only loss I think has been against Nottingham Forest, who beat them 1-0. So what am I going to go for on this one? I think it will be an emphatic win for Liverpool. I'm going to go 3-0. Mayan the Silver Fox has also gone for Liverpool, and he's gone 3-1.
Wolves versus second place Liverpool. I think there's only going to be one winner in this. Liverpool doing really well. Wolves sitting at the bottom of the league just with 1 point. I think this is going to be a 2-0 win for Liverpool. Sorry Wolves fans, I can't see you doing anything here, but surprise me. Go on.
Game number 8 is Ipswich Town versus Aston Villa. Aston Villa sitting third in the league at the moment, doing very well. Their only game they lost, I think, was against Arsenal, losing 2-0. Ipswich Town, 17th in the league at the moment, same points, 3 as Crystal Palace and Leicester City. They've drawn their last 3 games, the last one being with Southampton. They've done all right. They've played some hard teams to begin with. They played against Man City and Liverpool, I believe, in their first couple of games. I don't think they're going to do well against a very rampant Villa side, with John Duran scoring whenever he comes on. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for Aston Villa. I do think Ipswich will get a goal. Mayan the Silver Fox has gone for an Aston Villa win as well. He thinks Ipswich Town will get a goal, but he's gone 3-1.
Ipswich Town versus Aston Villa. Aston Villa riding high, third in the league, only losing 1 game in their last 5. Ipswich Town, 3 draws in their last 3 games. I think this is going to be a Aston Villa win. I think I'm going to go 2-1 to Aston Villa. Sorry Ipswich Town fans.
Okay, game number 9 is the 4:30 Sunday kickoff, and by the way, the last game was the 2 p.m. Sunday kickoff. So it is Man United versus Tottenham. 2 teams that are not doing great, not as well as they should be doing, sitting 10th and 11th in the league, both with 2 wins, 2 losses and 1 draw in their last games. Man United drawing with Crystal Palace in their last game. Tottenham winning 3-1 against Brentford in their last game. I don't know, they're pretty even Steven. So on this one, I couldn't separate them. I'm going to go for a Desmond. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw for this one. And Mayan the Silver Fox has gone for a Spurs win. He's gone 2-1 to Spurs.
Manchester United versus Tottenham. 2 teams who should be doing better than they are, mid-table at the moment, and with similar contrasting results of late. I think this is going to be a 2-1 Manchester United win. I'm sorry Tottenham fans, I think they'll just pip you on this one.
Okay, so the final game of the weekend, actually, is the Monday night kickoff. It is Bournemouth versus Southampton, the South Coast Derby. One team doing not so good and one team doing okay. So start with Bournemouth. Bournemouth losing their last 2 games, playing against Liverpool and Chelsea, which you would probably expect. But they are in mid-table. Southampton getting their first point on the board against Ipswich Town, getting a 1-1 draw, and sit in 18th place in the league at the current moment. What am I going to go for on this one? I'm going to give Southampton a goal, but I'm going to go a 2-1 win for Bournemouth. Mayan the Silver Fox has gone for the same scoreline, and he's gone 2-1 to Bournemouth as well.
The Monday night kickoff is the South Coast Derby. Bournemouth against Southampton. Bournemouth doing okay, sitting mid-table. Southampton not doing so good, in the bottom 3 at the moment, and getting a draw in their last game against Ipswich Town. But I think they won't win this one. I think Bournemouth will win, and I'm going to go 2-0 to Bournemouth. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Give us your predictions in the comments below and let us know what you think to our predictions.
We hope you enjoyed watching the Premier League predictions for week number 6. Wesley Schnauzer and Mayan Silver Fox will be back next week for the predictions. And remember to smash a like and hit that subscribe button. And we'll see you on the next one. Adios, amigos.